to those nights, my horror night.
Welcome to the last video store. I'm your host, Bud Haddonfield, and I would like to take the time out to recommend a movie from 1991. It's a Fangoria film directed by Tony Randall, and it is Children of the Night. This is a cool, underrated vampire story. Starred one of the DeLuise brothers, I think Peter DeLuise, the one that was in 21 Jump Street, the TV show, and the movie. Starred Amy Doylands, who was in Ticks and the second Witchboard movie. She was in all kind of things in the 90s. She was in Pumpkinhead too. Garrett Morris, who's always hilarious. He was one of the original cast members from Saturday Night Live. Very recognizable actor. And Karen Black. And Karen Black kind of speaks for herself because she was in a lot of good things too, from Trilogy to Terror to the remake to Invader from Mars by Tobe Hooper, and she was the original Mother Firefly from House of Thousand Corpses. So, take time out right here. So, Children of the Night is very similar to Return to Salem's Lot. It's about this small, friendly town, and overnight the town is overrun by vampires. These two teenage girls, they're best friends. They go swim in this little crypt type place, and there's a bunch of dead bodies and shit that's at the bottom of the water, and it's supposedly their town's rite of passage. And while swimming in the water, one of them loses their crucifix. It falls to the bottom, and it lands on the forehead of this badass vampire who was imprisoned. So fast forward a little while later, Peter DeLuise, he's a school teacher, and for some reason he has to go to this small town. It's like something Junction. I can't think of the name of the town right offhand. And he goes to help Amy Doylan's character, whose grandmother, who's raising her. She's a vampire, and everybody in the town's vampires, and it's just a very tongue-in-cheek but serious at the same time, cool vampire story. The vampires were pretty creepy, especially the main guy. But got the VHS. The VHS you could probably still find relatively cheap on YouTube. eBay. And they had put out a DVD several years back. The DVD is out of print, unfortunately, and there is no Blu-ray, but we definitely need a Blu-ray because I know all the important people watching my show because last video store is the shit. So give us a Blu-ray, 4K, Children of the Night, Vinegar Syndrome, TerrorVision, Scream Factory, Severin, one of y'all. We need this movie. This movie's great. I absolutely recommend it. If you haven't seen this movie, you could probably find a good stream of it on YouTube because YouTube has a lot of good shit. But yeah, take the time, watch it. The quality might not be the best. If you have this movie, you have access to it, I would recommend you watch it or buy it if you find it pretty cheap because it's really good. If you haven't seen this movie, like I said, watch it. I know I keep harping on that. If you've seen it, didn't care for it, maybe give it a rewatch. But this movie is a whole lot of fun. It's cool. I'm rambling. It's been a long day. But I'm going to shut up right now. So thank you for tuning into the last video store. Please like and subscribe. I'm Bud Haddonfield, and I will see you next episode.
And now, a sneak preview of upcoming video cassette releases.
They are the sons of evil. They are the daughters of darkness. They were born when hell began to burn. In the classic tradition of Nosferatu and Dracula comes a terrifying story of the undead and the innocent souls they must seduce to survive.
The only way to help them is to find the source of the vampirism.
We are their prey. He is their lord. They are his children. Children of the Night.
Doesn't let manifested Michael Myers are the heroes on my past. Now the media and he's dying. Chucky and the zombies now Olympic cemetery. So bring me